Briefing members of Parliament earlier today, Justice Minister Ronald Lamola said law enforcement agencies are tasked with investigating those who violated the spirit of this act. He also said an alternative dispute resolution mechanism will be used in some of the cases. Specific directions have been issued to make sure justice is served in all matters. But in less serious incidents, restorative justice will come into play.
The National Prosecuting Authority may, where the accused is charged with a less serious offence, in respect of which an admission of guilty is permissible and justified, fix an appropriate amount as an admission of guilty in respect of the accused person consents. This the NPA will have to assess independently on their own on a case-by-case basis. This creates an opportunity for diversion in respect of children. It facilitates the involvement of other communities to facilitate restorative justice.
Authorities say those responsible for the violence will be held accountable, particularly the instigators of violence and looting.
Where there's evidence that justifies offences that may fall well within the Protection of Constitutional Democracy Against Terrorists and Related Activities Act 33 of 2004, the Terrorism Act, when we see that there's evidence that justifies prosecutions in terms of these provisions, the state will not hesitate to prosecute. There are a number of other offences that flows from this. Sedition, high treason could be one of the offences. And I think that we need to understand the seriousness of all of this.
The National Prosecuting Authority is also dealing with allegations of law enforcement officials being involved in the violence.
There needs to be processes in place to ensure that those that are dealing with this in regrettably a highly politicized environment could also be compromised. And there needs to be ways in which the authorities are able to flesh out, those that may be compromised and make sure that those dealing with these matters are really those that can be trusted to be truly objective. And then it leads me to another point of the importance of the NPA not getting involved in politicized or factional battles. We really need to hold the line on independence.
Correctional Service officials say nearly 1,500 remand detainees have been admitted to facilities in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal following the unrest. With a system that is already overburdened, officials say the remand detention system needs to be reconfigured. Abra Babia, SABC News, Parliament.